Welcome to the South Coast Surf Carnival 2009, presented by Jeep Apparel and The Independent on Saturday. South Africa's top longboarders, stand-up paddleboarders and kite surfers descended on Scotborough Beach on the south coast of KZN for a weekend of intense competition and even more intense surf conditions. Deep period south swell together with strong onshore winds set the scene for the showdown.
First heat of the second round of the over 35s division. Waves are pretty gnarly out there, but I'm going to try and get 2 waves in 20 minutes. We'll see how it goes,
In its 7th year running, the South Coast Surf Carnival is South Africa's premier longboard competition. With 5 divisions in the longboarding, the competition draws SA's best surfers to compete for the title. Brandon Ribbing, no stranger to the scene.
Yeah, that was heat 1 of longboard. Great testing. It's a solid 6 feet on the bank there. I had good 2 waves, and I think 2 waves enough to get through there. I think, ultimately you got to just do the best you can in the conditions, because whoever takes control of the conditions here is the guy that's going to win today. So yeah, if all goes well, another 4 heats to surf.
Contest director and longboard competitor Hugh Thompson was stoked to be back and not surprised with the surging conditions.
Well, it's always a good event. This is the 7th running of the event, sponsored by Jeep and the Independent on Saturday. Always a very good contest. It's a lovely venue at Scotborough, and this year, as usual, the wind stands on its head and the surf stands on its head, and it just makes it so exciting for everybody. If the guys that knew their limitations didn't want to go out to the back line, we were fine with it. They could surf sort of in the shore break and catch the smaller waves. But it benefited the surfers to go out. And I'll tell you what, to take a stand-up paddleboard out in conditions like this is quite something.
Stand-up paddleboarding, or otherwise known as SUP, was back for the 2nd year running. SUP and longboard favourite Jason Ribbing was here to show what the sport is about, attempting some serious manoeuvres in the critical sections on his SUP.
So much fun, you get right out there, you're in the zone, and the waves are actually really contestable, but just to try and get through the surf with longer boards is quite difficult here, It's just nice to be out in the water getting some waves. It's pretty much why I surf now, just to enjoy myself,
This year once again saw a large contingent of Cape surfers make their way up, representing in all 3 disciplines of the competition. Jeep team rider Dylan McLeod, winner of last year's SUP division and longboard finalist, was happy to be back and ready to fight for the title.
Yeah, I'm super stoked. Just got back from the last leg of the World Tour in the Maldives. Super stoked to be here. It's always fun to come here to a carnival festival feeling. Everyone's stoked to be here, nice South African vibe. Pity that the waves are so crazy. It's going to be nuts. I think the guys with the biggest guts, balls to the wall, are going to get it.
One of the standouts of the competition was junior rider Scott Lefevre. Entering both junior and open divisions, Scott turned heads and clocked up some of the biggest scores of the competition. Down the beach, the kite surfers were only too happy with the strong winds and big conditions. They took to the water and air, showing the public what the sport is all about.
One ingredient you need for a kite surfing competition, that's wind. And we're having a wave running event and we've got the surf as well, so it's all looking good for a change. Without the wind you don't basically run a competition, so we've got a good entrance for this year because the guys have seen the forecast, they've seen the winds coming, the guys are all pumped up and ready for the wind.
Taking advantage of the wind, the kite surfers also ran a kite race, which sees everybody sprint to circle the buoys out at sea in a race to get back to the beach first.
We're running a few different events today. We're doing a course event, which is going to be running around buoys, and it's sort of a fastest guy wins. But the main event is wave riding, where you're going to be judged very similar to surfing. The thing is, there's a slight difference now, because using the kite, you bring in another variable to the whole sport. So you can jump, you can do big tricks on the lip, on the face. So we've got surfers, surf judges coming in to judge it to make sure that we get an overall picture. And we've got kite surfers judging as well, so that we're getting an unbiased point of view.
A regular element of the South Coast Surf Carnival is the Surf Clinic. Sponsored by Ushaka Surf and Adventures, surf coaches come to give lessons to those who wouldn't normally have an opportunity to surf. The competition kicked up a notch, and so did the swell, as the semi-finals of the open longboarding took to the water.
And I thought it was coming to the ball, and before I knew it, I was right in front of rocks. Almost ate it. Stressing, bro.
Last year was the first time that we had SUP competition here, so this is the second time at Scottsboro, and it's been awesome. The conditions are really tough, but I think the competition in terms of the other people has picked up, and guys are doing crazy things. Whoever can just get the right wave, the right set wave, and charge, that's it. I think there are going to be some good photos and footage of this.
In solid 6 to 8 foot surf, the open longboarding title was there for the surfer willing to lay it all on the line.
Welcome to the prize giving of the 7th edition of the South Coast Surf Carnival, presented by South Coast Tourism, Jeep Apparel and Independence on Saturday. This year was certainly the kite surfers' year. From a wing perspective, Peter Peterson, well done, from Cape Town. First place, and Rob Crystal, previous champion of the event. And the ladies' champion, Lisa Smith over Zany Kaywood. The junior longboard champion is Scott Lefevre. The over 50 longboard champion for 2009 is Hugh Thompson over Bruce Jackson. So the winner of the under 35 division is Craig Daniel over Grant Gilman. Well done, Craig, you deserved it, it's hard work. We're going to now do the stand-up paddle surfing. The 2009 champion is Jason Rubink over Ivan van Vuren. The winner, with a broken leg, I'll say that, Jason Rubink over Brad Well, one goal, well done. So Jason's actually taken the double here this year and carrying an injury. It's absolutely phenomenal.
I'm really stoked. You know, last year I was really bummed I didn't win the SUP because it's a sort of a part of surfing now that I'm really enjoying and I'm putting a lot of energy and effort into it. So this year to win the SUP division was awesome. Surfing what I love to do, you know, whether I'm 75 years old, I just still want to be surfing, you know, so to get an opportunity like this and surf in competitions and it's just really cool.
With the South Coast Surf Carnival completed for 2009, the organizers and sponsors look forward to planning the event for 2010. See you in Scottsboro next year. Welcome to the South Coast Surf Carnival 2009, presented by Jeep Apparel and the Independent on Saturday. South Africa's top longboarders, stand-up paddleboarders and kite surfers descended on Scottsboro Beach on the south coast of KZN for a weekend of intense competition and even more intense surf conditions. Deep period south swell together with strong onshore winds set the scene for the showdown.